So I got to recap this one, fill in that joint that's never been filled at the bottom, clean it up very nicely. That'll look brand new when I'm done. So that one I got to take off the top course to the corbel, put new caps on it. Yeah. So I got to recap this chimney here. I got to take off the top, clean it up, clean up the chimney nicely. And I got to do that one over there. The first thing I got to do is anchor my harness right on top of the corner of the roof there on the peak, and then go from there. So there, I'm locked in place now. I put a few more screws in there just to make it sure it's better. Can't go too wrong, right? It's not going anywhere now, so I'm good. So you just have to pull myself up as well. Okay, it's on there pretty good. I trust it. Yeah, it's pretty high up here. I don't know how high it is exactly, but 6 scaffolds high. Plus the roof, right? So I'm a little bit higher up here. So the first thing I want to do is I gotta take off this shit right here. Then I gotta measure. So I want 2 to 4 inches of this flue up top, okay? That's how you do it. So I'm leaving this up here. I'm filling in the cracks. I'm gonna make it look nice, actually. Take off all the shit, and I'm gonna seal it up. Basically repoint it. They left out this joint down here from the beginning, so you can see how the water's been getting in there. And they didn't really do too good of a job on this one, because look at how it's all stepped up here, right? You know what I'm talking about here? So it's thinner here, and they went wider as they went up. You can tell by the joints. And you can also see it here as well. And right here, they stepped that up here as well too. So, and there's holes right inside here, so the water's been getting in here for years. So we're gonna fix all this up. Probably put a straight flash all the way down. I never liked that style of flashing at all, actually. Then on this one over here, what I'm gonna do is so you can see down here, they didn't even purge the inside of this thing at all, actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm making a cover here, so these holes go through, so the piping goes through the holes. And I'm gonna clean this off. I'm taking off this top course right here, and I'm putting my cap on top of these courses right here. And it's still nice and solid, this chimney, so that's good. Then we use it for a fireplace. They only use it for hot water heater and furnace. And you can see how it's all bowed coming in as well too. Right up here, how they stepped it. Look at it, see? Like that. I never do brick like that, actually. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I did it like that. It's all wavy. Still solid, but they must have did it so fast without a level. That's the way they used to do it sometimes, the old guys, but even you guys couldn't even do it like that, actually. It would come out worse and you would be there forever trying to do it. So, here I go. Put some caulking on the roof for them. You can see how it's cracked on here, right? Right there. So the water's getting inside there, and that's a new roof. So I don't know. They shouldn't really do that, the roofers, I'd find. So sometimes I just put a little caulking in for people so they don't have problems later on. Because I'm the last one up here, right? And this is where I'm walking. So that's there before I even start. I'm going to put caulking on here as well because it's got a little hole. You can see that right there. It's cracked. The roofers didn't do a good job on that one spot. It's a good job overall, but I don't know, you just shouldn't do it like that, right? If you see a crack on the shingle, you know, put a new shingle on there, right, guys? If you're roofing. Now I gotta fix it because I'm the last one up here, so I don't get blamed for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this concrete right here. See, it's just coming off easy anyway. Just crumbling. I might even take off this one course right here if I have to. I'd rather not though. It's got flues all the way down, so this is the fireplace one if they ever want to use it. break the flue, I can put a new one on there, no problem. See, once it starts to come off, see what starts to come off in pieces. See, like that. Try to make the least mess I can make, otherwise I gotta come up here and clean up the reef trough. The gutters, right? Fuck, I hate this fucking camera. What I mostly want is the edges, because when I put my forms on top of it today, my goal is to do both these today. There. See, when they do it like that, it's no good. It just wrecks the whole chimney. Gotta make sure my harness isn't too long, because I don't want to fall off the roof. I'd rather fall to the edge of the roof if I'm gonna fall, right? So always choke it up tighter, just to make sure. See? So if I do fall, I don't fall off the roof and hang from the edge. I just fall to the edge of the roof, basically, or halfway down. Pretty solid up here still a little bit, but this stuff, when they do caps like this, it's shit, right? They think the double corbel is going to cap it, but it doesn't. See? Coming off like nothing. So all the water runs right inside here. That's why it's all crumbled. All this, they're just using mud basically, right? It's not concrete. So I use concrete on the top. I don't want to break the whole fucking chimney, so I gotta do it nice and lightly like this, right? You gotta have patience with this stuff. Otherwise, just bust the whole thing. I gotta relay the whole thing, which I don't want to do. I try to do the work as fast as I can. So I measure up to here 3 inches, so I still got 3 inches of flue left, right? I want 2 to 4 inches of flue, maximum. Minimum 2 inches, maximum 4 inches. As a bricklayer, you gotta be kind of like a mechanic. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm not trying to make a bunch of more work for myself. So you gotta do things easy like this without busting all the bricks below. Otherwise, I gotta fix the whole fucking thing, which I don't want to do. I'm not supposed to be showing this kind of stuff unless you're my apprentice, but even just showing you this, you're not going to learn nothing, so it doesn't matter. You can watch me all you want. And I'm not the grandmaster, I'm just a master. You guys know who the original grandmaster was? Dust in the wind, see that? Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind, right? Or is it all they are now? Very good on the calf muscles though. As soon as I started back on the roof, my calf muscles started getting stronger and bigger a little bit. I like these easy jobs, sometimes because it's big money for me, really quick, right? I don't have to rebuild, tear down the whole chimney or nothing. If it doesn't need to be fixed, I won't fix it. I don't care. I don't take advantage of people like that. Where everyone else would have come up here, oh, we're rebuilding the whole thing. They would have charged them big time money. So I'll give you guys a close look at this right here. So what I did is I cleaned off all the top right here, right? So I'm gonna put a 3-inch cap on it and I'm gonna have 2.5 inches left up top. Right, so this is very solid still. The only thing is it's got holes everywhere. It looks like shit, right? It's got leaks on the inside over here, so we're gonna fix all the flashing up. I'm gonna repoint this thing to whatever it needs. You know, make it look a little bit better in spots. I'm gonna wire brush it, clean it off. I'm gonna acid wash it as well. And I'm also gonna seal it. So like certain things like this, I'm gonna fill it up, right? Make it look a little bit better. I'm gonna try to make it look almost the same, unless I wanna do the whole thing, which I don't wanna do the whole thing. Because it doesn't really need it, right? I could do it, if it was my own, I would do the whole thing and redo the whole thing and make it look beautiful, beautiful, right? But I'm just gonna do whatever it needs, that's all. Because that's all they pay for. So I'm not trying to do a bunch of extra work, okay? And that's the way it goes. So I'm gonna wire brush that after. Now I'm gonna go to this one and pull those top bricks off. So it's like this, and climb over the roof right here. So there we go. Boom, boom. Put my thing right on the side like that. Now, so on this one needs to be cleaned up pretty good. See, it's still solid, it just looks like shit, right? I'm gonna clean it up and seal it. That's all I can do. I'm not gonna repoint the whole thing. I'm gonna fill in stuff like this where it's holes. See that? Where the water went through. See that? I'm gonna redo that. Taking off these bricks. They're still solid except for this part. See right here? See how they're still solid though? Right? So I'm gonna take this off right here, and I'm gonna put my forms on top of this course right here. So I gotta keep it looking as good as I can. I gotta take it easy to make sure. I'm gonna clean up all this shit and repoint this stuff, right? Make it look good. Right? Whatever needs to be done here. Just got the old stuff. I'm just gonna brush it off, basically, clean it up nicer. Throw a little wasp nest in there. And same with this, I'm gonna clean all this up. I'm gonna grind that out and clean it up, right? That's the way it goes. But I'm gonna take off this course first and see where I gotta go from there. I'll try it so you can see where I'm going at. Come on, for fuck's sakes. It's like the camera doesn't want to work with me. It's like rolling. Fuck off. Fucking cum liquor. Now, take these bricks off. See how they work. They're still pretty solid. There. This one didn't even have a cap. They only had a metal piece going over it. See? There. But actually they're coming off pretty easy now at the bottom. See, the mud just comes right off. I just gotta take it easy so I'm not busting these bricks, because I don't want to redo them. That's the whole trick with this stuff. This one I only really need the edges. See? It's pretty weak anyway. Just comes off. Right? Solid. See, this whole piece comes right off now. It wasn't even held on good. See, watch right here. See right here? See, this whole piece comes right off. See it? So I gotta take it easy. I gotta repoint all the inside there. Okay, there. So I got these pieces off now. Now what I want to do is clean off some of this shit, right? So I just do it nice and light like this. See? I don't really want to go inside there, inside the chimney, because it's going to plug up their fucking furnace hole. And I got to go in there and clean it off if that's what happens. So I always try to keep the least amount of work as possible. See how they just use a broken brick in there and filled it up? I fucking hate that. So it's okay, I cover it anyway, but I just don't want to break it because I don't want to mess with old bricks like that. It just takes longer to fix. So like this, right? I just want to take it easy with this. So I don't want to break bricks. So I just take off little pieces like that so I can put my platform on top. See? It's gonna be kind of tricky to get this shit off, man, but I'll use my chisel for that. I could grind it all off, but I don't feel like dusting myself and dusting everything. Plus I gotta grind the joints out anyway after I wash them off. See? It'll start coming off slowly anyway. See? Now it starts coming up nicely like that, little pieces. That's what I want. There's a little piece of brick here. I gotta want to bust that off, so I gotta be careful with this. I feel like laying all these little bricks. want to do this as clean as possible. Here with this little brick right here. So you get all this little stupid shit off here. Yeah. Oh, don't fucking fall. Fuck off. Sometimes the bricks listen to me. I tell them to fucking stop moving and they stop. That's what happens when you're a master of bricks.
They fucking do what I say.
Now I'm going to clean this off. I'm gonna get my brush over here. So that went really well. I didn't break any bricks. I don't have to relay any bricks here at all. They did not even break off or nothing. That's the whole trick when you're doing this stuff, is not breaking what you don't need to. Otherwise I'll be here another 2 hours, 3 hours laying all these bricks again. Which I don't want to do that. So clean this off nicely. And I'm going to hose down the roof after everything like I always do. Just dust in the wind. See that? Now I got a template down there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a thing so I can lay it over top of this. I'm going to put my forms on here. I got both sets of forms here. And I'm going to pour the concrete caps. But I'm going to clean this up first though a little bit, I think. Maybe I should do it after. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. We'll figure it out. But I'll show you what it looks like now. So as you can see, I cleaned off the bricks right here. That's all I need to do. I might clean off this little piece right here. See? See how weak it is on top? What happens is the water gets into it, right? Because it has no cap. You can break it with plastic. So you can scrape it. Scrape it just like that, right? Now I'm going to grind all this stuff out, make it solid, make it look really good. Fill it all with new mud. And then make sure there's no holes anywhere. I'm gonna go from there. Watching. That's how you do it. See that? Pure power.